Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Today has been a really productive day. So we finished the Chevrolet Orlando. We started and finished the Volvo XC90. And now we're going to work on this 2014 Hyundai i20 CRDI. In a little bit of a state. Oh well, a lot of paint missing. Anyway, let's gonna see. Well, I've seen what the problem is. I don't know what is causing it, obviously. So let me start this thing because we're gonna have to move the cars around. I want these where the Volvo is at the moment. So we're gonna move the cars around. I'll start it up and I'll show you exactly what it's doing. So let me show you. At the moment, looks like everything is good. I have a feeling that I know what the problem is going to be related to. Let me just show you if I... There it is. Have you seen this? As soon as I move the car. So, anyone that worked on cars or that has a little bit of a clue about this stuff, I think you can start to figure out what's going to be wrong. But nevertheless, let's go and move the cars around and then give it a scan and see what is wrong. Okay, and the car is now here, and while this phone was processing the video for the Chevrolet, I've done a little bit of work, which is, well, just connected the IM608. The IM608 today has been out of the box. I've been using this one all the time. There's another thing that I've noticed as well while I was here waiting, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see it now, but over here where the engine light is, every now and then the engine, you've seen that? Every now and then the engine light flashes, and if you wait a little bit, it's going to flash again. It's randomly, it's not like spaced at set intervals. It's just every now and then if it flashes, and I'm not sure what's going on. We wait to see if it comes up again. The light is definitely working, because if I turn it off, as you can see, the light comes on, as you can see, and it stays on until you start the car. I need to press the clutch. So now all those lights went off until I move the car again, which I'll show you. There they are. So I think we all know already what the problem is going to be, at least for these lights. For these engine light flashing, I was not told anything about the engine light flashing, so I think I'm not going to even bother with that. But we are here ready, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go there, because that's where the problem is going to be. Ooh, really? This is not very good. This is not very good. No trouble codes here. Okay, this is not very good. This is not very good. No. Go to the BCM quickly. No codes. So why I cannot communicate with that? Let me think. Will this be a... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting now. Okay. Okay, and after about an hour and a half, well, to be fair with you, I had a colleague of mine that came here with his car due to a battery drain. Looks like might be the ABS unit draining the battery, but it needs further investigation. We'll see if the car ever comes back. So I spent a little bit of time, but I spent a little bit of time trying to fight with this, try to get to be able to read this. So I've tried, obviously, as you've seen, the IM608 wouldn't do anything. The MS908, the Maxi Cs, exactly the same thing. Then I tried all the softwares that I have. I don't have nothing specific for Hyundai yet. I don't do many Hyundais anyway. But I've tried softwares like this software. I don't know if you ever heard about Cascade. And even that, but that, to be honest with you, I don't think I have the correct interface for it. So I ended up actually connecting FVDI. FVDI did the job, and I can communicate. I'm just going to quickly show you. I can communicate with all the modules. Unfortunately, I cannot, so no turbo codes. Unfortunately, I cannot see live data, but on my ABS system, I can see my fault, which is that fault in there. So that pointers to the rear left wheel speed sensor. Okay. But something else is strange, because not even when I connected this, I've started to notice that I could only communicate when I had the engine off. With the engine running, I could not communicate, and not always I could communicate with the modules. So I'm not sure if there's going to be something else. So what I'm going to do very quickly is just connect either the Maxi Cs or the IM. I think I'm gonna get the IM quickly and just quickly connect to the car, see if I can communicate with it now, just to see if there's something else wrong with the car that was affecting the communications with the modules. Because I don't know, something doesn't sound right. And just as I thought, boom, there we go. Let's see if we have the same turbo code. Rear left. There we go. Left rear. So definitely, guys, something was affecting the communications on the car, and I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, guys, and I really don't know. There's some stuff that's been added here that doesn't look good, but I don't know if this would have anything to do. I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. All I know is now I can communicate with everything. I think I was able to communicate with the engine earlier. Yeah, no codes here. Really strange, guys. It is really strange. Yeah, I don't think the car has a TPMS. This is gonna be the yeah, this is gonna be the body control module most likely. AC. Yeah, everything good. Right, so I'm not. No codes. I'm not really sure what to think about this. Yeah, no codes. Whatever was affecting, it was affecting only the tool, because if it was affecting the rest of the network of the car, you would have faults for modules missing communications. So whatever was preventing me from communicating with certain modules, it could not be anything on the car itself. It would have to be only up to here, because otherwise you would have definitely have other faults on some other modules, saying no communications with X, Y, and Z. So not sure what to think of. But yeah, it was interesting that when I was with that tool, with the FVDI, I was getting the same problem. I was not communicating with certain modules, and then all of a sudden I've started to communicate with everything. But the interesting thing was, I was not communicating with the engine running, then I would turn the engine off, just ignition on, and I could communicate. If you remember back at the start when I tried to communicate with the IM608, the engine was running. Then I started to see, okay, can I only communicate with the engine off? But then all of a sudden I start to communicate. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I might be worth to open the bonnet and go through a wiggle test and do some visual checks. I don't have much time today anymore. It's 6:15. Mrs. just left to work, and I need to look after the girls now. They are home alone. So I don't have much time, but I might have time to go and do a quick visual check, see if I see anything. And for now, looks like we're gonna have a rear left wheel speed sensor problem. But what I want to do, because I don't have live data there, what I want to do while this is working is just confirm that we don't have indeed, because I should have live data here, hopefully. Yes, I do. There we go. Okay, so let's kind of put it like this. Let's just confirm. Let me disconnect the laptop. Oh, let me just confirm what a mess of cables and wires. Let's just confirm that we have no reading. Oh man, this is not going well today, this car. Right. Yeah, nothing on that one, which is the light blue, as you can see there. Yeah, nothing on that light blue one. Nope. Definitely not on that one. So, yeah. Well, let's gonna go to it and forget about all these setbacks that I had and try to see if we can resolve this. Okay, guys, and just to confirm that I was on the right track, make sure I'm in the right wheel. I've just unplugged completely the sensor, and my code now changed to open circuit, as you've seen. So as you can see here, it is unplugged. Now the thing is, this is the bearing with the sensor, so I don't think it's replaceable. I need to have a better look, but it looks like this is an entire bearing replacement for this car. If it is, oh well. It is what it is. It's not going to be probably cheap, but it seems like to me it is the entire bearing, because there's nothing. Yeah, this is the bearing. Yeah, this is all inside the bearing. So let's gonna get a bearing for this and get it replaced. Okay, following day, and before you guys go, wait, I know. So I've done a little bit of research, and I did find out that you can replace just the ABS sensor, though you're not supposed to, because it's supposed to be a sealed unit. You have the sensors, just the sensors for sale, so you should be able to remove the cap sensor, if you will, at the back of the bearing and push the new one in. I spoke with the owner this morning. And I gave him all the options. I said, look, you can get that, we can pull it out. I said to him, look, hopefully everything will be all right. If the relector ring inside is bad, then you will have to get the wall bearing anyway. But hopefully just the sensor will solve the problem. And I gave him the other option, is get the wall bearing assembled. And with no hesitations, he just said, I will replace the wall bearing. So got the new bearing, which is here, 96 pounds from Schaffler FAG, brand new. That's what the guy wanted. So what we're going to do now is remove that bearing and put the new one in. We're going to have to pull the caliper out. I believe this is the handbrake. Yeah, the handbrake is shoes inside the disc. So no rocket science. We're just going to pull everything out, and then to remove the bearing, I believe there is 4 bolts right here at the back somewhere. I left that disconnected yesterday when I was here playing with this. So there we go. So there's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 that we're gonna have to pull out, and then the whole thing should come out. So no, I'm actually lying. No, am I? No, the handbrake is definitely, yeah. Nearly seemed like the handbrake cable was going. No, handbrake cable is there. So yeah, so there is shoes inside here. So anyway, let's gonna pull these out and go from there. Okay, so everything is out. Okay, and as I was saying earlier from the picture I've showed you earlier in the video, what you can do basically is, if you are willing to do, is pull this cam out. So with a screwdriver or something like that, you can start to put it right here and start to pull all the way around and pull this sensor out, and then you push a new one back in. So obviously the new one comes already. You're not supposed to do it because this is supposed to be sealed and you're not supposed to open it, but obviously if you want to go that route, you can do it. This guy decided not to go that route. He decided he will replace the entire bearing. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Easy for me. So we're gonna get it done. We're gonna put the new one back in. It's no rocket science. I just need to go and check what is the torque for the bearing to here. Other than that, everything else is straightforward. And just a quick thing, you can remove the bearing without removing the shoes. You just need to wiggle it about a bit and it comes out without having to remove the whole and brake system. Okay, so the torque is supposed to be somewhere between 78 and 88 according to my research, and because I'm using the extension and everything, I'm giving a little bit more than 88. I'll leave up to you, to your discretion, how much you're gonna do, but this is not an exact science anyway, so I'm giving a tiny bit more than 88, that's all. Okay. That's it. So now it's gonna finish assemble everything before the rain really gets here, because it looks like it's gonna rain. I know it doesn't look like, but it will be raining soon. Okay, and as I said, rain is now getting here. So right, so everything is back in place, including the wheel, obviously, and we are ready for a test drive. Ignition on. Let's see if we have communications now. We do. I don't know what happened yesterday, to be fair with you. I have no clue. So we're going to clear these codes. Okay. We're just going to clear this. And now we're going to go quickly to live data. And we're going to go, I can only get 3, so I'm going to get rear left, which is the one, and rear right, which is the ones we replaced. I need clutch, hold on a second. Okay, now let's gonna reverse and see if we have readings on both green and blue lines. If we do, we have the problem fixed. There we go. They both went up, I think. They are just on top of each other. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one out. Leave only the, hold on. It was right on top of each other and you could barely see the line, but I know I could go rear left, that's the one. So we're going to put that one on top. So rear left, actually I'll put the rear right as well. I'll put everything at the top. Okay, so let's kind of look at the rear left, which is the first one. And we have readings, look at that. Gonna go forward. There we go. So in the end, guys, it was just a bad bearing, a bad ABS sensor. Again, you can replace just the sensor if you are willing to remove the bearing and push the sensor and push the new one back in. Again, as I said, this guy decided to go straight and just replace the wall assemble, and that's it, guys. So with no further ado, quite nice and simple, to be honest with you. Quick thing here, you might ask why I didn't measure the wiring and all that good stuff. Guys, rather simple. When I pulled the sensor out, I got another code for open circuit or something like that for the sensor. If it was a wiring issue, that code would be there before, most likely, and the car would not change the code. So the fact that I got an extra code when I unplugged the sensor, that means the ABS module was actually seeing the sensor, was when you drive the car, the module was not seeing the readings from that sensor. So it could have been the sensor itself internally, something else wrong, or it could be the relector ring inside the hub. I could open it and have a look, but guys, to be honest with you, I want to give that back to the owner in one piece. So we'll just leave it, guys, but we fixed the problem. So I go for a test drive, but I think we're gonna have no issue. Okay, one quick note that I'm not gonna record the last clip again. I'm just gonna cut somewhere and put this in. I would just like to say that the engine light flashing that I showed you back at the beginning of the video, that stopped now. It's not doing it. I've been here now with the car running for about 10 minutes and it's not doing it. I drove back and forwards, it's not doing it anymore. It's strange that the ABS faults or those two lights on would make that one to flash. It's really weird, but I don't know. The only thing I know is that it stopped doing it. It's not doing it anymore. So I don't know. I'm guessing that problem is also sorted, just in case if you guys are wondering. So enough for that, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's something you might find useful. If you do still have any questions, any comments, you know exactly how it works, just put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.